David HUCKABA versus DAMIAN GRABOWSKI in the heavyweight division, our tale of the tape.
And you see the weight advantage for HUCKABA. Not huge for a heavyweight, but he knows how to use that 255 pounds and put it into every punch. That's important.
Here again is Michael Williams.
From Casino Rama, this is gonna be good. Bellator Fighting Championships along with Everlast. Greatness is within. Now moves to the heavyweight division set for 3 5-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the red corner at 6'3", weighing in at 255.5 pounds. His professional record, 17 victories, 4 losses. From Sacramento, California, introducing David "Badman" HUCKABA. And across the cage, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner at 6'1", weighing in at 241.5 pounds. Near perfect as a professional, 15 wins, just 1 defeat. From Opole, Poland, presenting Damian, the Polish Pitbull Grabowski. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, Dan Mergliata.
17 wins, 16 finishes for David HUCKABA. 15 wins, 14 finishes for DAMIAN GRABOWSKI. Do not expect a long fight. Dan Mergliata is the referee. You see HUCKABA, he's in the black and red trunks. There's Grabowski, the pole, he's in the black trunks. Round number 1.
Ooh, off the glove touch, going for the takedown. Totally legal, by the way.
HUCKABA has one thing on his mind, and that is a knockout. Grabowski wants to get this fight to the ground and look for the submission.
HUCKABA, you can see light on his feet. Grabowski, more the grappler stance, much more flat-footed.
There's the takedown, just like that. Open guard held by HUCKABA. Grabowski trying to go to work with the left hand. World's Wildest Police Videos is back, and Spike is the only place with new episodes that give viewers access to shocking and outrageous police footage never before seen on television. It's the season premiere of World's Wildest Police Videos this Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, only on Spike. Open guard held by HUCKABA.
I'm so tired of seeing myself on that show. You have no idea. They never pay me anything.
You're on fire tonight.
Yeah, oh my God. They always blur my face, though, so I still have a job.
HUCKABA was very candid. He said, if this fight is on the ground, I'll probably lose. Grabowski's better than me in grappling. He said, but I am a much better striker. He said it is paramount that I keep this fight standing, and look where the fight is.
Exactly, and Grabowski doing well with the ground and pound. The thing is, guard is very difficult to use for heavyweights. I mean, I can count on one hand the heavyweights that have really dangerous guards that can tap you out from the bottom. HUCKABA, from what I've seen, is not on that level in any of his fights. He's a knockout guy. He's going to try and tie Grabowski up and get him to stand it up.
Tight close guard held by David HUCKABA.
But Grabowski has to stay busy. The crowd starts booing. Referee's going to stand it up.
Referee Dan Mergliata taking a really close look. Rama crowd, sold out crowd here in Rama, Ontario. A really knowledgeable MMA crowd. They're calling for the stand-up. Short, sharp elbow thrown by Grabowski. Close guard again by HUCKABA. Up elbow there by HUCKABA. That was clever. HUCKABA trying to throw from his back. Elbow by Grabowski. Short left hand by Grabowski. Can opener now by DAMIAN GRABOWSKI. Call for action by Dan Mergliata. And there's the stand-up and the cheer on cue from the Ontario crowd.
Let's go fight.
HUCKABA loading up the right hand.
He's got to throw a few more jabs. Got to keep something in the face of Grabowski.
Outside kick by Grabowski. Oh. Shot nicely defended by HUCKABA.
No setup there. Doing a little butt scoot.
Grabowski back to his feet.
He's just not throwing enough hands, his HUCKABA. Now, good left hook.
Counter left by Grabowski. But HUCKABA got off first and got off hardest.
As he's backing up, he's kind of waiting to time and set up that right hand. You see, that's what he's doing.
Here's the shot. Good sprawl, good defense again by David HUCKABA. Then the knee, counter right hand, and the left by Grabowski.
That's a good right hand over the top.
Knee by Grabowski. 90 seconds remaining in round one. Another knee by Damian Grabowski. Knee to the head. Grabowski applying a lot of pressure. Another knee to the chin, didn't fully land.
You see HUCKABA just playing right here, trying to put his hand on the hips to avoid that knee, but not angling, not trying to get out of this position. He gives up another takedown.
On the outside trip, that's nicely done by Grabowski. Close guard from HUCKABA. Final minute of round one. 2 takedowns from Damian Grabowski in round number one. Low close guard held by HUCKABA. He's trying to throw from the bottom. Short hammer fist with the right hand by Grabowski. See HUCKABA wanting to throw the right elbow.
You see here the close guard. That's the guard of a guy who's trying to hold on and keep his opponent close rather than go for submissions.
Hammer fist by Grabowski. Body head with the left hand by Damian Grabowski.
I think HUCKABA knows if he starts getting aggressive with his guard, he's going to get his guard passed. So he's holding on, waiting for the referee to stand it up. The problem is this is killing a lot of time. Grabowski is winning rounds in this position.
Break it up.
There's the stand-up again from referee Dan Mergliotta.
Certainly this first round.
Let's go. Up. Turn around, 10 seconds, hands up.
Closing seconds of round number one. Jump knee there, then a big left hand by HUCKABA.
Nice job, nice job, nice job.
37-year-old David HUCKABA in his Bellator debut said without a doubt this is the biggest fight, the biggest opportunity of his life. Round number two, and Jimmy, how did you score round one?
10-9 for Grabowski, got a couple takedowns, landed some ground and pound. Definitely more control, he wins at 10-9.
Grabowski entering 15-1, his only defeat, September of 2010, the semifinal round of the Bellator Season 3 heavyweight tournament. Lost a unanimous decision versus Cole Conrad, who of course went on to win the tournament. He's the Bellator undefeated world heavyweight champion. Grabowski really bothered by that loss, said that he's worked on his ground game extensively since then.
Let's go fight.
Problem is that when they're both on the feet, HUCKABA just isn't throwing that much, not using that lead hand. You see here, waiting. Seems a little tentative, like he doesn't want to throw because he doesn't want to get taken down.
HUCKABA missing with that right hand. And again, HUCKABA talked about one thing, Jimmy, and that was looking for the knockout. Didn't talk about being elusive, didn't talk about deep waters, didn't talk about the ground game. He talked about the knockout shot. Congratulations to our MTV2 Fan of the Week. It is Luis Saraceno III from Jacksonville, Florida. Enter at facebook.com/Bellator and pick your winners of the upcoming week's Bellator fights for your chance to win.
Oh, good left hands.
Grabowski walking through.
If you don't work your game, your opponent will. That's been the case so far for HUCKABA. He spent a lot of time staring at Damian Grabowski and not throwing. Don't expect your opponent to do the same thing. The more he lands that left hand over the top, the more confident Grabowski's going to get.
Nice turn by HUCKABA, counter knee.
Now he's got him in good position.
There's the 1-2. Grabowski half-heartedly went for the single leg and pulled out.
You see here, just not a lot of urgency in the style of HUCKABA. He's getting outworked right now. I mean, he has the power to end a fight quickly, but you got to throw. Right now, he's letting rounds slip away.
Outside kick by Grabowski. Wide lead left hand by HUCKABA. You can just feel HUCKABA loading up the right hand. Step in knee. Swing and a miss with the left hook by HUCKABA.
I'm surprised he didn't keep him against the fence and throw more punches.
Feint by Grabowski. Grabowski again feinting with the right hand. Outside kick. Not much on that.
I'm just not getting the strategy of HUCKABA here. He's just not throwing punches. I mean, that's his biggest weapon now. Caught him with the right hand coming in, but Grabowski's still throwing.
Grabowski missing with that head kick. Inside kick by Damian Grabowski. Straight left by HUCKABA.
Nice right over the top.
The two landed the right hand. Uppercut, then the left hook. explosion on the punches. Going for the shot.
You know, it might not be pretty when Grabowski throws, but he'll sling leather. He'll be aggressive. Oh, he's now cut above the right eye. Looks like he's on the forehead above the right eye, Sean.
Grabowski letting go with right hands, about 4 feet in front of our commentary position.
Looks like it's in the scalp. I think he got hit with an elbow, counter elbow by HUCKABA.
One hook in from Damian Grabowski. Now thinking rear naked choke. More right hands, trying to soften up David HUCKABA for the submission attempt. More right hands from Damian Grabowski.
The crowd getting on these guys, but you know, Grabowski's the one throwing leather. He's putting weight on him. He's throwing the right hand. It's HUCKABA who's curled up and can't find his way out. Gets out top.
Nice turn by David HUCKABA.
The question is, what does he want to do from here? Does he want to land his ground and pound or stand back up?
First time in this fight, Damian Grabowski's been on his back. And HUCKABA just posed the question, Jimmy, there's the answer. Wants to stand, allows Damian Grabowski to stand as he backs off.
I like that, quick look at the cut. All right, let's go.
Push kick to the chest.
You see the passive look on the face of HUCKABA. Oh, good right hand.
Big right hand, that's HUCKABA's best punch of this fight.
Only 10 seconds left, he needs to follow up on that.
Swing and a miss by Grabowski. HUCKABA looking for another big shot. Outside kick. Right. In round 2, Damian Grabowski cut in the hairline, right side of his head.
Okay.
You see the smear of blood.
Let's go, fight, guys.
Jimmy, on your scorecard.
10-9, Damian Grabowski got the takedowns. Ate a couple on the feet, but also landed some good shots right through the center on his own. HUCKABA just not throwing enough to get him off his game and win back rounds.
I don't believe in the commentator's jinx in any sport. These are two natural-born finishers. We thought it might be a quick fight. Instead, here we are in round 3.
One of the things is that when two guys are finishers, it often belongs to the guy who's ready for a long fight.
Shot in the takedown from Damian Grabowski. Open guard from HUCKABA, now close guard. And you see just trying to keep his Polish opponent close. Grabowski trying to be busy there, body head. Body head now with the left. Body head again with the left by Damian Grabowski, then with the right.
Problem is that Grabowski is in a position where he knows if he stays on top, kills a few minutes, lands a few punches, he can win this round and this fight. He doesn't have to push the advantage to take any risks.
Live next Friday night, it's Bellator 68. We will be at Caesars in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and we are already excited and talking about this fight. The Season 6 Featherweight Tournament Championship, Daniel Strauss versus Marlon Sandro. Also in the Bantamweight Tournament semifinal round, Travis Marks versus Marcos Galbo.
Hey, turn around, Danny, ready? Hands up, hands up.
There's the stand-up from referee Dan Mergliotta.
Fight I'm looking forward to next week. Spirit Wolf versus Solanskis. Two guys who leave it in the cage or the ring every time.
This Casino-Rama crowd booing Damian Grabowski, trying to take this to the ground. Ordered to stand by referee Dan Mergliotta. Good left hand there by Grabowski. Windmill right hand by Grabowski. Windmill left hand, that missed the mark. There's the shot in the sprawl. HUCKABA right back to his feet. Side good right hand by HUCKABA. Grabowski driving in, nice switch by HUCKABA.
Problem is he has 2.5 minutes to get it done.
And HUCKABA wants his opponent to stand. You see Grabowski not that keen to stand up.
Grabowski is exhausted. HUCKABA can win this fight if he turns it on. Only 2 minutes left. I think he needs a finish, Sean.
Blood on Grabowski's right cheek, but it's from the cut that he suffered in round 2 in his hairline. Nice left hand by HUCKABA.
You see when he throws that left hand, he backs him off and isn't throwing any combinations afterward. I do not understand what he is thinking. He has 1:45 to end this fight.
Grabowski really breathing heavily here in round 3.
Now, what you hate to see is a fighter have regrets after a fight. If he loses this fight, HUCKABA's gonna have a lot of regrets.
Grabowski missing with a bolo punch there with the left hand.
Can't take your punches home with you. They are no good after the fight.
Flipping left hand by David HUCKABA. That was HUCKABA coming forward.
You see there, no right hand after a good left hook.
Sprawl again by HUCKABA. Look how heavily Jimmy DAMIAN Grabowski is breathing. Closing in on the 15th and final minute of this heavyweight fight.
Look at the passive stance of HUCKABA. He's just relaxing, throwing one shot, and then backing off like he has all the time in the world. He has, let me count it off, 50 seconds to get a knockout. And he's acting like he's got this fight in the bag, which he does not. On my scorecard, he's down 2-1.
Grabowski trying to walk through with those punches to no avail.
He seems completely disinterested in finishing this fight. I think that's going to cost him.
Flick jab by Grabowski. A lot of disquiet in this Canadian crowd here at a sold-out casino. Ram, a nice clipping left hand by Grabowski.
I've given Grabowski the first 2 rounds so far. This 3rd round is HUCKABA, but that doesn't win a fight.
Into the home stretch now. Right hand thrown by HUCKABA, missed the mark. HUCKABA still loading up the right. Grabowski windmill right. Going for a shot, can't find it. Right. The bell in the end of the fight.
You see HUCKABA, both guys raising their hands up. It's up to the judges now.
All of the ingredients, Jimmy, all of the makings. It was the recipe for a quick and brutal heavyweight fight. Instead, we got 15 minutes.
You know, it's funny. I joke around with Bjorn Rebney all the time. I go, hey, we're going to put some guys in a cage tonight. And he goes, yes, that is what we will do. Hopefully they fight. Hopefully they finish. You know, that's the one thing we can't control. And like I said, if David HUCKABA loses this fight, he's going to have, in my mind, a lot of regrets. He didn't throw enough to take back those first 2 rounds.
Again, HUCKABA entering at 17-4, 16 victories by way of finish. Grabowski entering 15-1, 14 victories by way of finish.
Tentative fight, though. Thought, you know, Grabowski kind of initiated a little bit more, got his game going a little bit more than HUCKABA.
Both fighters acting as though they won. Do you think that's posturing, or do you think both felt that they won?
I think both. Well, HUCKABA finished the fight as though he won, as though he had it in the bag. So in his mind, I believe he won this fight. I have him down 2-1.
Jimmy, it was not the fight that we anticipated. 15 minutes with the heavyweights.
Certainly was not. Both guys very tentative. Round number 1, Grabowski, the aggressor. HUCKABA landed some good shots, but didn't land any of the combinations he needed in that first round. In the second, landed a couple good single shots, but Grabowski getting more confident, moving forward, scoring a couple takedowns. HUCKABA was able to land a few, especially that very fast left hook, not comboing after it. Round number 3, this is when Grabowski wasn't able to get his takedown going. HUCKABA had him against the fence, but a lot of this, 1-2 shots. Grabowski up against the fence, Grabowski on the ground, but never throwing combinations when he really had him hurt like this. Landed the left hand and then backed off. A lot of tactical mistakes, in my opinion.
Jimmy, on your final scorecard.
29-28 for Damian Grabowski. I thought he won the first 2 rounds.
To end all suspense, here's Michael Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance inside the Bellator cage, we'll go to your judges' scorecards. All 3 judges, Benoit Roussel, David Terrien, and Jason Rogers, all see the fight the same, 29-28. All for the winner by unanimous decision, Damian, the Polish Pitbull Grabowski.
That decision met with boos, but a victory for Damian Grabowski, who's now 16-1 in his pro MMA career. The winner by way of unanimous decision, Damian Grabowski defeats David HUCKABA.